So when we checked out the competition a while back, the Beats Fit Pro were almost neck and neck with the first set of AirPods. With this new release of the second gen, it kind of widens that gap a little bit. Now, if you are someone that needs a set of earbuds that absolutely will not fall out and don't care too much about sound quality or noise cancellation, I'll definitely throw in the Powerbeats Pro here for a second. I would go with that model over pretty much everything else out in today's market. They do have better battery life still, but they are slightly older and the sound quality isn't as good as the Beats Fit Pro and the second gen AirPods. But if you are someone that absolutely needs something for working out that's not going to fall out, as a bonus, I'd pick up the Powerbeats Pro over everything else. But in today's episode, we're going to stack up the Beats Fit Pro versus the second gen AirPods to see which one's better. This time around, the AirPod Pros deliver even better sound performance and active noise cancellation, but does that mean they're better? Well, let's go ahead and find out. For price points, they start off at $250, which is no change from last year. The Beats Fit Pro start off at $200 when you don't find them on deal. When it came to features, the Beats Fit Pro sported similar active noise cancellation to the first set of AirPods. 6 hours of battery life with ANC on and almost 18 hours with it off. Both, however, sported that same H1 chip. This time around, the AirPods have a new H2 chip with slightly better battery life. 6 hours with ANC on and almost 30 hours total, including that charging case, which by the way now also works with MagSafe and your Apple Watch charger. The case itself now has a loop, so it's not as easy to lose as before, and it also has a speaker on the base, so you can find it much easier when it's misplaced. And they also offer that same IPX4 rating you get with the earbuds themselves. With the introduction of this new H2 chip, it provides improved audio quality and better noise cancellation. The stems on the earbuds now let you swipe up and down along the stems to adjust the volume. Now, we know that the Beats always reigned supreme when it came to bass, but the Beats Fit Pro provided a much more subtle bass that also focused on quality as well instead of just rattling your ears, which did put them neck and neck with the first gen AirPod Pros. Now, the active noise cancellation with both of these earbuds is amazing, slightly better with the second gen AirPod Pros, but I feel like the Bose QCs and Sony WF-XM4s are still slightly better in this department, but at the same time, they are more expensive, so if you are someone that needs absolute active noise cancellation, I'd also take a look at those two models as well. When it comes to fit, the Beats Fit Pro are IPX4 water resistant, just like the new AirPods. Both are great for working out, especially when playing basketball and running. Now, neither fell out unless I was extremely sweaty, and at that point I just had to push them in a little bit. Typically this happened for me at that 30 to 45 minute mark in my intense sessions. Both overall provide a much better fit than the regular AirPods with those longer stems, which are absolutely terrible for me when it comes to fit. The second gen AirPods also come with 3 sets of sizes to fit pretty much any consumer out there. But thanks to the wingtip fit on the Beats Fit Pro, I'd say they have a slight edge here in that fit department. Now, if you are someone who did not like the first set of AirPods and how they fit, which I'm not gonna lie, I was one of them, they always fell out for me, then you're not gonna like this new set of AirPods either. The fit's pretty much the same aside from that silicone tip, which I feel like makes all the difference. The only reason I hated the first gen is because they always fell out for me and I couldn't use them for everything. This time around, they haven't fallen out once, which makes them absolutely amazing for me. But at the same time, if you are someone that hated the fit, regardless if they fell out or not, these will be no different for you, so keep that in mind when you make your decision. Transparency mode is just as solid as before, which makes them perfect for scenarios such as hearing an announcement on your flights. When it came to call quality, both of these aren't the best. Pretty standard, in fact, compared to some other models that are out in the market. Apple hasn't really done much in this department over the last year, let's be honest. Instead, they focused on sound quality and ANC. I will say though, at the same time, these second gen AirPods are far ahead of the competition when it comes to Dolby Atmos spatial audio. And the second gen does also provide a bit more in terms of bass now. Apple throwing in the ability to locate your AirPods now with a jingle when they're misplaced is also a nice touch. Now, in typical fashion, we see a few updates from Apple here to make the overall experience a lot better with this second gen set of AirPod Pros. Now, would I throw away my first gen of AirPod Pros for these? Probably not, but it does make it a much more overall appealing option to first time buyers trying to dive into the Apple ecosystem, especially ones that would love to use that Find My feature if they misplace their earbuds. At the same time, I also feel like if the Beats were slightly less impressive the first time around, then that gap just widened thanks to this new version. Don't forget, you also don't get wireless charging with the Beats Fit Pro, which in today's age, convenience is everything. But at the same time, it comes with a wider gap in price as well, $50 when the Beats Fit Pro aren't on deal. Overall, both are a great option as a consumer, but it's gonna come down to if you think that price point is worth the better sound quality, active noise cancellation, and wireless charging. Now, I'm sure that there is a second gen version of the Beats Fit Pro being worked on. Maybe not, maybe yes, maybe no. I'm hoping they do. If that does happen and they do have similar features and functionality, I'm letting you guys know right now, I'm switching right back to the Beats Fit Pro. Just being honest. But I'm curious to know what you guys think. Let me know down below where you'll also find the links to everything that we covered in today's episode. If you want to see more, make sure you follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DetroitFury. And if you enjoyed this content, please make sure you smash that like button for me, subscribe, turn on your post notifications. It really means a lot to me. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in my next episode. Peace.